Okay, so in order to start skinning a coon, I would say have a good place to do it. So a shop, any open space, I guess, something to hang this from. This is the, I guess, hanging device. It's just a simple mechanism where it creates a loop and then it holds it tight. So you want that. Obviously your coon. You want your assorted knives, comb in case they have burrs, blood, whatever, tail stripper. If you do get advanced into it, I would say a fleshing tool, but that's not necessary. And yeah, probably some plastic on the floor like I have here to stop the blood from getting on your floor or whatever. And yeah. So this one was shot yesterday. We're gonna bring them over here, put them onto our hanging device here. And you want to do 1 foot at a time. So leave 1 foot up like that. You want to grab some gloves, just any normal plastic surgeon gloves or whatever you want to use, disposable or non-disposable, whatever suits you. And you want to grab, I got a couple different knives here, longer ones, shorter ones, it doesn't really matter, just grab one. And you start the top of the foot here, you go around like so, around the base. Here, I'll move a little closer. Okay, so you start around the base like that, you cut around, and you take your knife, and you go down the leg, till mid, and then you can either start skidding around, down, or you can take this foot, put it in, take this foot out, do the same thing to this side. Once again, go around like so, come down, like this, all the way down, like so. Then you'll have a line down like that, and then you just kind of grab it like that, and just carefully making sure not to cut any holes into your hide, and just start peeling it away like that. And it's pretty simple once you get down to mid-body, and I'll show you what to do from there. So now, once you get to about this stage, right, you skin down about halfway to the belly, and then the back, you're left with the tail here. So grab, I'd probably say a longer knife here. And I don't know if you can see that, but you start going around the back, kind of cutting up towards the tail. because this is probably going to be one of the harder parts besides the head once you get to this stage. So now there's a hole through here. So now you got the tail, and so what you want to do is come up by the tail here, start cutting around it, right where the fur and the tail meet, and you just keep going until it stops. So basically it won't go any further. So what you want to do is you want to take your knife and point it, run it right down the middle of the tail and cut down a little bit so that it creates like a notch in there. That'll help the tail strip a lot better, and it'll give you a better end result. And then that way, when you go to strip it, the tail doesn't stay inside there, and then it's a big pain to get it out. But so then you grab this device. It's just a simple clamping device. You clamp it around the tail like that. Just clamps around the tail. You grab right here, grab the tail stripper, and you pull, and that strips it free. And so then you got the nice tail there. But when you grab your knife, and then the rest is pretty just straightforward. You just pull down and just keep going around all the way to the shoulders. And then, yeah. So when you get down to, move this down a little bit. When you get down to the arms like this, I already had this one kind of pulled out a little bit. But the arms, you want to poke through like this. And you just want to grab your arms. And sometimes it can be tough. Ooh. But you just want to pull them out. Maybe. Man. You want to pull them out like that. Take your knife. You just cut it off like this. Do that to both sides here. And it doesn't have to be necessarily all the way out, just the majority. So then, once you get there, it's just straightforward once again. Keep going all the way down to the head. Careful not to get any holes, because you want to cut right. So basically, when you're doing this, there'll be a line, like you can tell, it's like a stretch where the hide is just coming apart from the carcass, and you want to make sure you cut there and not any further down, otherwise, like that. I just got a hole right there. Otherwise, you'll end up cutting a hole in it. I just did it again. You gotta be especially careful if you have a really sharp knife. It will happen quite often, especially on the belly, because it's super thin. But anyways, you just keep going. I'm almost to the ears here. And what you want to do, I'll bring it up here. So there's, right there, there's an ear. Right there, there's an ear. And you want to just, I'll probably go down a little bit further here. And see, there already is starting to be a slit there. I'll basically just go, push really hard, like that. Boom, one ear done. Push really hard right here. Another ear done. That's the part that most people struggle with, but especially if you want to tan it, you really want to get that part mastered, because then you'll have a great hide in the end. And now, shortly after the ears, there's the eyes. So there's a little slit right there, and the eyes are probably definitely the hardest. So without, like, different from the ears, you just push and cut. Cartilage, it'll cut really fast. The eyes, you kind of want to just roll like this. Like this, just roll. Let the knife do the work. And then it should just come apart pretty easily. And then you just keep going all the way down to the nose. This one got shot in the head, so he's pretty messed up down in this area. But should turn out. You just keep going down along the bottom jaw. I think doesn't really matter. Sometimes you leave a little extra. And the nose, you just kind of tell, boom. Should just fall off like that. And then for the end product, you just take this. Try not to get the hide too dirty, but you just kind of tuck them, roll them around like that. Get some of this stuff off here. Turn them inside out, and boom. You got a skinned hide. And most people, if you're selling them, you just take this, throw it in the freezer, sell it. But like I said, you can also use a fleshing knife. Now you turn them inside out, you put them on a board, flesh all the fat and whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Not a lot of people do it, but if you know how to do it, you can make your own clothes and stuff. It's a pretty fun thing to do. So.